What'd I do? Oh, go for recording. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to That's Good Stuff and our continued judging of the consoles of every generation. We're on the sixth generation of consoles. So the winner of each generation is going to be put into a bracket and we will decide who is the best console of all time. The best console design, not the guts, not the software, just the design. So here we go. Sixth generation. As Jared called it, the Mountain Dew generation. Here we go. The GameCube, Nintendo GameCube. This one came out in 2001. It was $199.99. And it had a broadband adapter that let it do online. So we're getting into almost the era of online gaming. And GameCube, you needed a broadband adapter. It's very purple. I guess that's the one. That's the standard, right? Because they came in different colors. Jared had a silver one.
Silver,
What else
black,
did it?
indigo, and something else.
Silver,
Yellow.
black. Yeah, wasn't there like an orange or yellow or
Later
something?
on, not release.
Those were like special.
Hmm.
Okay. I like the GameCube. I mean, they people call it the lunchbox because it looks like a lunchbox. It's got a handle. But I think it's a solid design. It's square. I know Jonah probably doesn't like square.
I like square.
You like square, but you don't like the just the like. What would you keep calling the Saturn? Just a box or something?
Yeah.
This is even more boxier.
But this is one of their best. At least they admit to it.
Yeah, they called it the Cube.
This is one of their better looking consoles.
It's got the four controller ports, so that's nice. That's always nice. And
Arguably
we're
the best controller ever
Yeah.
created.
arguably the best controller ever created. I mean, you can't play Smash without it, so they have to keep releasing it in new form. Um, what do you
It
think
has a
of the
handle.
design, Jared?
I like it. You can carry it around like a little box, little lunch box or
Did
a little
anyone ever
thing.
do that?
The world did that, Joseph.
What was
You
the
can buy
point
the
of that?
little screen that you could just take it anywhere and just play. Um, gotta give it an A.
An A,
A
dang.
solid A.
I like
Also, they had the
Jared's.
little discs,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
you're like, oh,
They have little discs. I forget. Jared, do you remember what they called them? I think they're just
No. Mini disc, maybe?
mini
mini
disc.
disc, something like that. I kind of like Jared's silver more than the purple.
I like the black one.
Jonah likes the black. Yeah, the black was okay. The purple's kind of the worst.
This is the
I like it.
perfect, like, in between like a mature console and a more Nintendo-y console.
Yeah. What do you think of the buttons, guys? They're okay. They don't stick out or anything, but they're there.
It's a better N64
Because all you
controller.
people cried about the N64, so they're like, oh, give them their way. Um, you had all the different little sounds when you started up the thing with the
True.
whole
It
different
made
buttons.
sounds.
Had the weird
What?
triggers that felt like springs.
What's the third button? Because there's a
Z.
power, an
Oh, on there.
open,
There's a
Reset?
reset, a power, and a open of a
there's a
tray.
reset. Okay. GameCube. I mean, if we're talking games, they had a pretty good stable of games. I do like the black circle on that. That's kind of cool. Jonah, have you decided what to give it yet?
An A minus.
An A minus. I'm kind of, yeah, it's
Still in the era
hard.
where you had memory cards, which was nice. You
Can I give it an A minus? Is that too high? This one's hard, guys, because there's nothing wrong with it, but there's also nothing great. I'm gonna go B plus. And then here's it with its adapter, and then the Super Game Boy or whatever Game Boy player it was called. So you can make it taller if you wanted. Oh, and this, I was gonna say, this controller is probably the best controller. The wireless one, the
Yeah.
Wavebird, that was probably the one of the best controllers ever made. We might have to do a tournament of best controller ever made, because that's definitely one of them.
I've seen
All
the
right,
GameCubes with all the wireless little adapters. Starts
like
looking
all over it.
ridiculous. Mm,
Can you do that?
yeah.
Eh,
Why were they
okay,
so
that
big? It's just a signal.
it's just a. I don't know. Because it's Nintendo, man. Then we get just straight down to sexy town with
Perfection.
the Sega Dreamcast, Jonah. Jonah,
It
you
looks
gotta
like a
be
set of the office equipment
what? It
that
does
like
not
No.
someone
look
threw
like that
out.
at all.
It
Yes.
Okay, the Sega Dreamcast came out in 1999. It was $199.99, and it did have those visible visual memory units that you plugged into the controller. Those we kind of talked about that last time with that Sony thing that came out. I like the Dreamcast. I like its little. I think it was ahead of its time for design. I thought,
it could connect to Wi-Fi or internet.
yeah, it could connect to internet. Um,
Got the little swirl.
it had a window. It had like windows built into it. I like that swirl. It's like different. We've never seen a swirl before.
I don't
I,
like
I
it.
like I like the lines. The one thing I don't like, I mean, I like the controller too. Do you like the controller?
Nah.
No. uh,
It's a weird shape.
the controller?
It looks like the console. It's like you're holding the console.
It's a
But that's not
dish.
comfortable. It's like almost square. And then the cord comes out the bottom for no reason.
this
Well, that
generation, this generation might be the generation of weird controllers.
This one?
The sixth generation? Well, that's like
They're
the
just too
D-pad
big.
controllers. Okay, the one thing I don't like is that purple cord. It doesn't
That's
match
the
the
best
rest
part
of.
of it.
Why it doesn't
yeah,
match
that's
the
that's
rest of the
fine.
console?
It
That's
matches
good
the
because the rest is just
buttons.
gray.
And we
Matches the
also
face
have.
buttons.
I like the Sega in the gray. It's kind of sophisticated.
A bit better blue.
Yeah.
I just like the angles of the Dreamcast.
It's dull looking.
Did
The Dream.
Even the
it
colors
have
on the buttons are like washed out.
did it have a adapter or like could you put stuff on the console like every other console?
Uh,
Just the Wi-Fi thing or
yeah, I don't think so. Uh, I do have one accessory I'll show, but it wasn't on the console. I like the Dreamcast. I think it was way ahead of its time. We should go back and just make. They should just make more Dreamcasts.
No.
I
the
mean, we've
Dreamcast
hit.
remake? We
Yeah,
do
we
it with
hit.
games.
Come out with the Dreamcast 2. We can't. I mean, we had peak graphics, right? We're never gonna get better graphics than we have now, so we might as well just go backwards and just make cheap games that are fun and that are cheap, and there you have a console. Stop getting expensive. Uh,
And you
because
get a
like
little
P,
handheld thing you can play.
yeah,
You get
because
the best of
Gamers
both
love
PlayStation.
worlds.
spending money though. That's not a selling
The
point.
rumor is like PlayStation 6 going to be $1,000, over $1,000. And I believe
PlayStation
it.
fans will love that.
I
And
know, but you don't get the value for your money. You're
it's
just like
just gonna
No,
be
but
spending
a
that's
more
just part
piece.
money.
of it now.
It's just gonna be a PC tower.
I would
Yeah.
really respect someone if they came out with a cheap console that played cheap like indie games and was cheap. I like Dreamcast. I think it's like different. It's just different than everything else. I'm gonna give it an A.
I'm gonna give it an A minus.
I'm getting a C minus.
Oh,
Dang!
Jonah, you're just
I'm not a
Jonah,
Sega
hating.
that's
hipster. It's an ugly console.
it's not a.
It
It's
is. It's
cool.
gray. It's just gray, and there's nothing interesting about it.
It
It's
looks like
white.
It's
it looks
gray.
like it looks like a race car. Like if a
No, it
race car was
doesn't.
a
It
Yeah,
looks
car.
like an
that's
office
that's
equipment.
a very high statement. That's not true,
I
but
It's
know.
like it's like aerodynamic. This thing is fast, man.
This
no,
system has like a weird cold around it, and I don't
it
like it.
looks like a console from the future that we had in the past.
Man, if you put wheels on this, it would beat any console in a race.
I don't know what Sega gave you guys to.
Look at that start button. It's a
I guess you had to
triangle.
be there because when
I
it came out,
guess
I was
Did it come
so.
with drugs in it?
Dude, I don't know if we're gonna get a better design than
dude,
that.
if the Dreamcast had a wireless controller, people would be
Oh
it'd be
yeah,
here
that's true.
today.
That's the one thing, that stupid purple cord I don't like. So here's what I was talking about. It's like a Dreamcast TV.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That was in like game stores.
I've seen a lot of people like own them in their collection. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, Jonah.
I've seen
Do you
TVs
like
like
that
that, but
better
not
than
for
the
Dreamcast.
console?
No, it still looks cheap.
Ah,
It
I've
does
seen
look a
Corey
little
uh,
TVs
cheap.
of that style.
okay. This one's probably controversial. I don't know. Is it controversial? It's the
No, it's
Microsoft.
everyone thinks it's ugly even back then.
It's
No,
yeah. Back then, see,
the
Jonah.
controller.
Back then, you saw this and you're like, "What the heck, man?"
It's like the
The
uh,
bulkiest
controller was a
thing known to
mistake, but
man.
so it's the Microsoft Xbox. Came out in 2001. $299.99. The controller is called the Duke. Um, kind of a cool name, but it's a stupid controller. It's an ugly
You thought
controller.
the Dreamcast was uncomfortable. Those were uncomfortable.
I
it's the same
know.
controller.
It's not, man. It's
It's the same
dumb.
Those
shape.
those things were bigger than the Wii U pad. They're huge.
And then
And then
Xbox is like, we got to be extreme, so we're gonna put X on the actual box.
that's cool. That's actually cool.
You
But they
like
were like,
that?
let's put white and black buttons for no reason. They don't even do anything
I
in the
like the
games.
black and white buttons. That's cool.
Oh my goodness.
No, I like the X on the thing. It looks like Team X
Yeah,
Blade made it or something.
I
But
I
it's like an
hate
X-Men
it.
machine.
yeah,
It's terrible.
it's not terrible. That's the best
It's
part
not
of it.
terrible.
it's
At least it has style.
it is
Yeah,
compare this to the Dreamcast. This thing's
It's
ugly,
way better
man.
than the Dreamcast.
What?
you guys are just blindly hating certain
I,
things.
I know. So what do
You
you give
guys
this
are
one,
never
Jonah?
fair to these. Oh yeah, John, go ahead.
I'll give it a B.
Just a B?
I think that's fair.
It's not the best console, but it at least has a style, and you know what it is when you see it.
I'd give it a B too.
A B2? There's no B2s.
Mm.
Um,
Oh,
B.2.
you know what I didn't notice? The cords
yeah.
have like these big old, the big like I don't know what those are called, the
What
surge
are those
protector
called?
things.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
But there's two of them. Why is there two of them?
I know. Why is there two? Oh, don't those unplug?
Oh, are they extenders?
Yeah.
So like it's like the 360 or the cord had that big brick at the end.
Hmm.
I don't remember that. On the
The
controller?
cord that no, that powers into the
Oh,
wall.
oh yeah, the big old block.
Yeah.
Um, did you guys any subtract anything for the controller?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's mainly what it was subtracted.
Yeah, that's why I got such a low score. If it had decent controllers,
Even the
Well, I mean,
revamp controllers like better, but it's not doesn't really look good.
okay, I don't think it's a C plus, so I gotta give it a B minus.
the X on the box is cool.
I
Yeah.
don't like that. Do you like the green?
Yeah.
Duh. Green.
Duh. Do we talk? Oh yeah, I did talk about it. Okay, what else we got for this? Okay, and then we got the best-selling console of all time. It's the PlayStation 2. Came out in
Did anyone
2002.
ever do it? Have it like that, standing up?
I did it like a couple times, but I'm like, this is kind of terrible because like the disc would be like all falling out.
Yeah.
It's the best-selling console of all time, guys. And there's a reason. It was a good console. I'm not the biggest
It's only
PlayStation guy, but I
it's
gotta
only
admit,
because it could play like DVDs and that
Yeah.
generation.
Yeah, and then I
But so
like the
did Xbox,
design.
didn't they?
Did it?
I think
Yeah, I
it
think
had a
Xbox.
DVD
You
player.
had to have an
Mm.
app for it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the later ones. I don't think the original.
I never had the blue stands. Mine were just black. Um, and then the controller, people love that controller. It's a good controller, I guess. It just kind of breaks a lot.
Yeah, it felt cheap.
Compared
Um,
to the PS3 controller, though, that one's pretty strong.
I don't remember the PS3 one. Lots of vintage going on. It
Yeah,
Did
that's
looks,
cool.
PlayStation ever did anything like anything cool with controllers until 5, I guess, with the
Yeah.
little like touchpad
oh, the
thing.
touchpad thing. Yeah, they were pretty like we just got a controller that works. We're sticking with it.
Yeah.
I do like the blue PS2 logo.
Yeah, the black controller with like the PlayStation face button colors is nice.
Mhm. My theory is the even numbered PlayStations are all the best design ones. So PlayStation 6 should be cool looking, but
Um, it's definitely the most mature looking console. It's just like a little monolith of
Yeah.
games.
it kind of looks like if you put it in wood grain, it would look cool.
No, God, no.
That wouldn't work.
You don't think that would work?
No.
What do you
Like
think?
the new like Dell Micro desktops look like that
Hmm.
with the ridges.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Jonah, what do you think of this console?
It's fine. I think it's a little overrated, but it's
It's
a
not like when you see it, you're like, oh, it's just like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
that's
this is
like
a,
true.
just a very like convenient design.
it's
Yeah,
cool.
it's
Like it had the
slick.
biggest like library ever, but
Here's my question though: is the PS2 better looking than the Slim, or is the Slim better looking?
Slim's better.
You think
I
I
like that
so?
kind of
that thing comes up.
I kind of like the original better.
You kind of like the original. I do really like that black bar where the logo is on the
Hey, you don't have your
Slim.
PS2 that you love so much on the micro.
True, I
Uh,
don't have that. Again, PlayStation's always broke.
they were
So you
cheaply
kind
I
of
made.
like
have to.
I like that slim because, like I said, the thing comes up instead of like it like sliding out because that
I
would
like
always
the
break and
drawer.
stuff.
Yeah, it's cool, but it is does cause the breakage a lot.
It's
Um,
it's cool looking at it. If you actually have like the slim, it kind of like feels like cheaper, like the plastic.
so what are you gonna give?
PlayStation was also sad because you could hear when the game's breaking or like when
Yeah, when it's
Yeah.
like
the
chunky.
console's breaking.
You're just like, that stupid like squanch sound that it would make all
The
the.
chunk 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 chunk
Yeah.
thing.
So Jonah likes the bass better than the slim. Jared likes the slim better than the bass, and
They're
I
basically the
can't
same thing.
decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna give the regular one, Jared?
Are we ranking both separately?
Yeah,
I would give it a B plus.
Jonah.
I'll give the regular another B and then the slim a B minus.
Dang, what? Jonah. Why do you
Okay,
hate this generation so much?
I love the
the
GameCube and no one else did.
I did. I gave it the highest score.
I'm gonna give the PS2 basic one a B plus. Oh,
Copy.
what did you give the slim, Jared?
I thought we were gonna wait, but
Oh, okay.
A minus probably.
Okay, A minus.
It
And
took
then I'll
forever for me
give.
to realize that the logo like flipped when you flip the console.
Mhm.
The little logo on the console.
Oh,
Dang. I'll give the slim. See, I gave the first. I gotta give the slim a B plus.
but did you get the big one?
A B. Okay, moving on. Mine didn't have that blue thing on the bottom either.
Yeah, I did.
Did it?
The part with the USB?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. I don't remember. Okay. So this is the PSX. It was like a Japanese only thing.
Good God, that's ugly.
It came out in
Well, it looks like a
2003.
Dreamcast.
No, not even close. It was
Jonah, now
It looks
you're
a little
just being
better.
hurtful.
You're
No,
being
what?
ridiculous.
What?
What?
It
You can't
looks
say
more
it's
mature
better.
and like better plastic.
No, it was 99,800. It had video and photo editing software. It was kind of those ones, those mythical, like the household machine that they were always trying to make and still trying to make, where, it could do everything in the house and you didn't need other stuff. But that's
We
never worked.
practically
That's
have
never
that
come.
now.
Huh?
We practically have that now because everyone watches like Blu-rays on their
Kinda, but
machines and stuff.
they
But back in
still
the
want
day, they would
us.
like it would like there were some machines that would like print stuff and then like
Yeah,
fax
and
stuff and
they still want that. They still want us to have a console computer thing, and it never catches on for some reason. Um, I think
dude, this
this
is
is
the most boring thing I've ever seen.
yeah, it's pretty bland. It's like offensively bland. Um,
Well,
I
one,
couldn't
it's not a
even
great picture. Two,
yeah, I couldn't find a real good picture of it.
it
But
looks
yeah,
like just like a big DVD player from that era.
Did Mac come to them and be like, "Hey, make that white"? And
yeah. It looks like this would like hang on the bottom of a cabinet, like in the kitchen.
forever.
It looks like a radio. Yeah, I'm not digging the PSX.
It's
I forgot
just
to mention
so
with
boring.
the PS2, you got like all this. When you got the PS2, you got like all this stuff, like a controller and like all the. Remember that? Uh, that was always fancy. I was like, ooh, I have a controller for my console. I never used it. I like
And then
used
they
it
never
like
sold it with the console again.
I know. I only used it like once or
I don't even
twice.
remember the controller. I remember
It
getting one, but I don't remember like we
is
ever
very
used it.
square at first, right? Yeah, I don't like this thing. This thing gets a C, a solid C for me.
That I think that's fair to see.
Yeah, see.
You're not even
Doesn't
higher or lower.
I know. Okay,
Stuff.
this thing is called the Zavix Port. Oh, 1 second. It came out in 2004. It was 79.99 from the SSD Company Limited Wire Limited. Uh, it came with all wireless sports uh, controllers, so they all look like sports equipment. Let me show you. Like they had a racket, and then they had like a baseball bat, and so that's was all the controllers, just different sports equipment.
The heck? It just
I
played sports games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like it's like they beat Wii to the punch. It's because they with the Wiimotes and stuff. So it was basically Wii Sports, and you played like different sports.
Never heard of it before.
I need to see the games.
I never heard of it, but I do kind of remember this racket for some reason. Because you would like see them in bargain bins and stuff like that. So yeah, we're scraping the barrel because not much systems came out in that generation. But what do you think of this thing?
Design-wise, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
it looks like a
2000s with like the silver buttons and
yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like a DVD player kind of, except for the top thing. I don't know what that looks like.
Like if you could have a console back then for that size and like
what size is it?
is it small? Like because if
I know,
it's
it
like an
looks like it'd be
SSD,
tiny.
It does look small. I don't know. I don't. I have to find a video or something of it in the wild. These are kind of like obscure. Yeah, like you said, the buttons are all right. You can kind of see the infrared thing because it used infrared wireless. I bet they didn't work that good.
Yeah.
It's
not
probably
for 79.99.
like big old power and reset button. I mean, you got to give this better than the PSX, right?
No.
Yeah,
Oh
No.
it
yeah.
just looks like a that era MP3
hmm
player.
Yeah. C plus.
For like nostalgia, I like it, but if it was like back then, I'd probably hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was like new,
It's
I'd
nice
give
to
This
it.
look at, but I would never want it.
Yeah, just C plus for the design.
Yeah.
yeah. That's what we're grading.
Good job for a random company.
Yeah. This is like something bosses would have or something. They could, like
The
come to my
BlackBerry
house.
console.
Come to my house at the like boss Christmas party and
You
play.
would see it, you probably see it like at a hotel and you're like, what the heck is this?
All right, and then we had a oh that was that. We had a bunch of handhelds. So
That
a
was a
bunch of
good
Game
that was a
Boy.
good era.
Game Boy Advance, really good. Basically, because you had a Super Nintendo in your hand,
I
and then
always
you had
wanted an SP.
you did.
Yeah, that's cool.
I never saw like the reason in the micro. I never saw the point of the micro.
I actually
Yeah, that
finally
was
got
just
to
a weird
use a micro,
experiment.
but it was just like yeah. It was a lot later and it was just like small, but
Just a small thing. Game Boy Advance, man, that was hard to beat. That was just a fun system.
I've
Uh,
learned that I don't really like Game Boy Advance games, but the system itself was
really,
cool.
it was mostly ports of like older games.
No, like the graphics specifically. Like there's a certain style to them that they just don't like.
really, because I like the Sonic ones, the
The
Sonic
Sonic
Advance
ones are
games.
good.
I was like,
But
those
like
are
Mario
cool.
was
Yeah,
just Super Mario and then like Donkey Kong was just Donkey Kong Country and it was
Yeah, they've been yeah, a bunch of re-released. And then Nintendo's like main competitor in Japan, at least, was the Wonder Swan. And it's kind of cool because they kind of like evolve really fast. Because you had like the Wonder Swan, which was like black and white, and then you went to Wonder Swan Color, and then the Wonder Swan Crystal, which was basically like the advanced kind of. So they like evolved really
they
fast,
got
and
bigger and uglier.
yeah.
yeah, it's not a cool design. If you could have like color on the regular Wonder Swan, which I bet you could, like that would be cooler
I do like the red button on the color.
on the for the start. You don't like the
Mm.
yellow?
No, because that thing is just ugly.
It it looks like a baby's toy or
It
something.
looked
Yeah.
yeah.
Like those little LCD like systems back then.
Or like
Hmm.
VTech made the last one.
And then it was also the generation where they really wanted to get into phone consoles.
The
Mm.
Nokia N-Gage.
So you got the
Uh-huh.
N-Gage. Remember seeing that all the time at GameStop, and you're like, ooh.
Mm.
But then you're like, I don't really need a
No one
phone
no one
console.
ever was like, man, I think I want to get
Mm-mm.
that. They're just like, look at that. You can talk on it.
And then the thing next to it's the Engage QD. I'm not sure. I guess it's just an upgrade, kind of. Pokemon Mini. I don't remember that. Do you remember that, Jared?
It kind of looks familiar.
It
I've heard
actually
of them
had
now,
It actually
but
had some kind of cartridge, and you
Oh, really?
basically play a bunch of like Pokemon mini games with
Did
them.
they have like a yellow one?
I'm sure, but
maybe.
I don't remember these at all.
I remember a yellow one, but I don't remember that blue and clear.
Hmm. And then that more phone stuff that it's
The calculator?
yeah, Cybico, I guess it's called. And then the
What's
Zodiac.
what is the Zodiac? Do you
Two.
have information on
No.
that?
I don't.
It looks like you would just order stuff off of it. Like
Yeah.
a restaurant would give you that, and you're like, here, you order, and you're like, oh,
I'll take
okay.
it. I'll take the Trio app. And that pink thing, that looks like a kid's toy.
Like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
The the N-Gage was just a disaster. Like it was cool when you heard about it because you could talk, play games and stuff.
Yeah.
But when you see the actual like graphics and stuff, and like the games look like it ran like
Yeah.
in 1 frame per second, you're like, geez.
These also went on like way longer than you'd think.
Hmm.
Because like Sony made one later.
Yeah.
Because you need your phone, man.
Oh,
I
and
bet
then you
those
had to like take the battery out to put the game in, and everyone was like, "This is stupid."
I bet those Pokemon minis are collectible.
This is like the first phase of mobile gaming.
Yeah.
But you know what was one of the I think it was the third best selling handheld of the generation?
The Game Gear?
No, we already did that.
Did
Can
we
you
do the Game
guess?
Gear? Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Any guesses? It was the Leap Pad.
Mmm.
Look at that.
Classic.
It's got a pin.
That's a pretty good design. Look at that.
And Leapfrog Leap Pad.
Game with the stylus.
I guess a lot of babies were playing handhelds back then, man. If it was the third best selling,
Every baby had one.
every baby had one. Okay, so that was the sixth generation, and our winner, Jonah, you really sunk the stupid Dreamcast, you son of a
It's a
gun.
boring console.
It is a cool console ahead of its time, but the GameCube is going to come out on top.
The proper king.
I'm surprised again. We're going to get accused of being Nintendo stands, but it won
Not for
again.
much longer
Well,
though.
well, the Dreamcast put up a good fight until John was like farted on
It's
it.
Jonah's
It's drug
bias
users.
and his prejudice against Dreamcast.
It's just
His
light
Sega
gray,
hate.
that's it.
his hatred of Sega, because
I gave
he
the
didn't like
Genesis the highest rating so far.
true, but you didn't like
Didn't you hate the Saturn?
the Saturn. He said it was boring. He said it was
I
a
didn't hate
box.
it, but yeah, it's just another colored box.
And then he gives the GameCube, but
Because that admitted to it.
so if
Yeah,
you
it
admit
was
you're a
called the
box,
It
GameCube,
was part of the
Joseph.
marketing,
Xbox is a box.
and I liked it.
And it was good.
It was
Make it very literally a box later on.
All right, so that is what we thought of Generation 6. Let us know what you think. Tell us what your favorite console of that generation was and what should be going on. Tell Jonah why he's wrong about the Dreamcast.
Dude, the cons are gonna be like, you're all fools.
Uh-huh.
The Dreamcast should be going on, but it's not.
It doesn't even look
And
like it's from that generation.
It looks like it'd be in an
That's how
arcade, dude. The
future
No, it
Arcade
looks like
arcade.
it should be
was.
in the N64 generation.
No, that's
And the
how
Saturn should have been this one.
groundbreaking it was. Was it like
Their heart is in arcades, Joan, and they
It
try
was
to bring that
behind,
to
and
you.
everyone thought it was ahead for some reason.
It was so far ahead. It was like because it came
It
out a little
wasn't.
before all of them.
But it didn't
Sega?
work in their console.
Sega return the consoles? Dang it!
Yeah, you do better than most of them.
All right, so like, subscribe, notify yourself for even more good stuff, and we'll catch you next time.
I want to buy a mod